Hey sister, thanks again for watching the video today. So I've been talking a lot about my new book, The Becky Code. I've been talking about the Beckery. I've been talking about Beckyism. But I want to take a minute right now to talk about Becky. Becky herself. And all the different kinds of Beckys that I know that you have encountered one way or another in your life. And if you haven't encountered them yet, you will. So in my book, The Becky Code, I have specifically laid out for you several kinds of Beckys that you've probably already encountered or that you will encounter. So I want to read a little bit to you today about these Beckys. And let's see if these Beckys sound familiar, if you've had to deal with these Beckys in your life. So the first one that I talk about in the book is Super Becky. And Super Becky is a savior complex Becky who is notorious for jumping into conversations about racism to save a black, brown woman without their consent. She's always hopping into conversations. She always has the answers. She knows what to do. Becky wants to lead the way. Super Becky to the rescue. Get on your damn nerves, right? How many times have you dealt with Super Becky? Okay, I know you've dealt with it. So here's another one I want to talk about today. Begging Becky. Begging Becky is a performative Becky who is always sniffing around, panting for pats on the back, and begging for those ally cookies, you know, accolades and praise for all her Super Becky work that she's doing, all the black and brown businesses that she's supporting, all the black and brown women that she's following and amplifying, and how she jumps in to save the day, trying to save black and brown people from other white folks. All of it is for cookies. You know, those pats on the backs we give. Those thank you for stepping in. Begging Becky, wagging her tail. Yes. Give me pats on the back. Give me accolades. Give me praises. Oh, it's so clear when begging Becky is at play. So clear. But maybe it's not clear to you when begging Becky shows up. That's why I talk about her in the Becky Code, so you can know exactly who begging Becky is. Okay, now I gotta talk about this Becky, because this Becky is the Becky that gets on my damn nerves the most. And she is wannabe black Becky. I know you know about wannabe black Becky. Maybe you've encountered wannabe black Becky. Well, I say that wannabe black Becky is a Becky who loves to date black men and women, fetishizes black women, and appropriates AAVE to appear woke. Man, listen. This is the Becky who just drives me insane. The Becky who has black or brown children and thinks she knows it all. The Becky who dates black or brown men and thinks that she can say whatever she wants, that she can use our language, that she automatically has an in with you as a black or brown woman because her best friend is black, because her boyfriend or girlfriend is black, because her husband or wife is black. That Becky. Yeah, that Becky gets on my nerves. I can spot her a mile away. And she is the one that I least want to deal with. Because it's offensive to me for you as a white woman to pretend that you know anything about what it means to walk and live and breathe in this black body. Oh no. Hell to the no, wannabe black Becky. We ain't dealing with you. We're not tolerating that kind of Beckery. I'm not tolerating it. Are you? So let's see. Who else can I talk about today? Oh, you probably heard me talk about this Becky. Oh, thieving ass Becky. Oh, thieving ass Becky. A Becky who rapes and robs the culture of black and brown people to create an identity so she can feel alive inside. See, this Becky doesn't even know who she is. She gave up her culture and her identity to be white. She sacrificed all of her ethnicity and her heritage, her language and her traditions to be white. And so now she's void. She's emotionally bankrupt. She's culturally starved. And because that Becky doesn't know who she is on the inside, she rapes and robs every other culture out there and puts on this costume and takes on our traditions and cultures to feel alive inside. Yeah, that's old thieving ass Becky. And she will steal and rob and rape your culture and call it her own. I bet you have seen those kind of Beckys. You've probably even engaged with them. Violent. Just violent. So the last one that I want to talk about, and I know that any woman watching this video right now who's ever worked a job has dealt with coworker Becky. You know, the one who smiles in your face and sabotages your success behind your back. The one that goes out to lunch who skins and grins in your face but doesn't like the fact that you're getting all those accolades at work. The one who tries to figure out how you do what you do, how you are successful at work, how you're making strides so she can undermine that. The one who's not to be trusted in the workplace. The one that will go to the boss and complain and say, she's threatening me. I'm intimidated by her presence. I think she's getting too much attention. Could you tell her to tone down a little bit? Yeah, that's coworker Becky. The one that makes you want to not even go to work the next day. The one that makes you want to look for a new job. The one that gets on your damn nerves every single day at work. Yeah, that's coworker Becky. How do you deal with her? How do you deal with that Beckery? How do you deal with that violence on the job? How can you stay on a job that you love and defy Becky's Beckyism without losing control, without having them suck the life out of you? That's what I talk about in the Becky Code. How to deal with coworker Becky. And say, nah, not today. You ain't stealing my joy today. You ain't gonna make me walk off my good job that I love. Nah, Becky. I want you to learn why these Beckys do what they do. I want you to get inside their mind and understand this. Because to defy Beckery, you have to know her. And I've cracked the code. I got the code laid out for you right here. Right here in this book. And you need to get a copy of it so you can stop being overwhelmed, so you can stop being exhausted and frustrated, and you can shine in the face of Beckyism. You can thrive and prosper in the face of Beckyism. You can do the damn thing in the face of Beckyism. That's what the Becky Code is all about. I want you to get a copy today. And I also want you to check the calendar so that you can show up and meet me in person along with other black and brown women who are going to gather in a safe and brave, nourishing, empowering space to talk about this Beckyism and how we're going to collectively defy this mess. So check out that calendar. I want to see you on the Becky Code Chronicles tour. And sister friend, get a copy of this book today so you don't have to deal with this Beckyism anymore. Get your copy, and I want to see you on the tour.